I was setting the Thanksgiving table when my phone buzzed. A message from my mother. You won't be joining us on the Christmas cruise. Your father would prefer it be just the family. No explanation. No apology. Just exile wrapped in polite words. Moments later, another message arrived. It's simpler this way. Simpler? Sure. Now that they had everything they wanted from me, things were simple. My name is Jesse. I'm 34 years old. 3 months ago, I sold my Seattle apartment, drained every dollar of my savings, and bought my parents a $400,000 home in Oregon. I thought I saved my family. What I didn't realize was that I had just sold myself out of it. When they lost their house, my father had called me, desperate. My mother cried when I handed them the keys to their new house. You're our hero, she sobbed. My father hugged me. You saved our family. Now, with that cold message, I finally understood. I was never family. I was an ATM with a last name. As I cleared dishes, my hands moved on autopilot while my brain started working. They thought I was naive, but I had learned property law. I knew my rights, and they had. No idea the house was in my name. My sister, Kelly, messaged, I heard about the cruise. I'm sorry, Jesse. You know how they are. Yes, I knew. For 34 years, I just refused to see it. That night, I researched Oregon's laws. Landlords can evict with 30 days' notice. The next morning, another photo appeared in the family group chat. My parents grinning at a travel agency, holding cruise brochures. We finally booked it. The irony burned hotter than the anger. They were celebrating with my money in my house. And tomorrow, they'd be receiving an eviction notice. Then came the new BMW. Then Kelly's revelations. The fake emergencies, the fabricated medical bills, the lies about foreclosure. Every crisis had been staged. I realized my apartment in Seattle, gone. My savings, gone. My dignity, gone. But as Kelly and I connected the dots, another horror appeared, a life insurance policy. My mother had taken one out, naming me as sole beneficiary. The implication was terrifying. They weren't just stealing from me. They were setting me up as a suspect. I felt my stomach turn. My parents weren't just greedy, they were strategic. A $200,000 policy painted me as a man with motive if anything happened to them. Kelly laid out proof, refinances, bank statements, even a secret boat purchase. The fog lifted completely. This wasn't a family. It was a heist, one I had been funding for years. My MBA, my promotions. Every milestone had been followed by emergencies and loans. Now, they had escalated from financial parasites to framing me. I contacted Margaret Morrison, a lawyer specializing in family fraud. She listened, then said calmly, You have an airtight case: fraud, coercion, attempted incrimination. We built a 3-phase plan: secure assets and block their access. Document every manipulation. Enforce consequences. For the first time in months, I felt control. My parents thought I was a naive son desperate for approval. But I was building a war chest of evidence. While they posted cruise photos, I revoked their financial authorizations, secured accounts, and hired a private investigator. Every fake loan, every fabricated crisis, documented. Then came the call from their lawyer. My parents had tried to transfer the house into their names behind my back. They thought I wouldn't notice. They were wrong. I smiled. The useful son was gone. A strategist had taken his place. The day they returned, tanned and smug, they found the locks changed. Their keys no longer worked. When they called, panicked, I told them flatly, You don't live there anymore. At Denny's, I slid 2 folders across the table. 1, proof of their fraud. 2, lawsuits ready to file. My mother's face drained of color. My father's hands trembled. They realized the tables had turned. They begged. They cried. They claimed family. But family was just the word they used to extract money. The lawsuits went forward. Assets were frozen. The boat sold. The luxury lifestyle evaporated. 6 months later, they accepted a settlement. Repayment plus damages. They moved into a small apartment. My father got a Walmart job. My mother discovered manipulation doesn't pay the bills. When my mother called, her voice was small. We're sorry. Can we try again someday? Learn to live without my money before you learn to live with me. I replied. I launched a consulting firm to help victims of family fraud. Kelly became my first employee. 2 years later, my business thrives. My parents live modestly. And me? I learned the greatest lesson. Being loved is not the same as being used. Sometimes, The kindest act is to let people face the consequences they created.